Hi, my name is Jay Grams. My family has owned the Volo Auto Museum since 1960. We have a few hundred of the most exciting collector cars, and they're all for sale in one location. I personally have handpicked them from around the country. Welcome to my sales shop. Come on, let's go for a spin. This isn't just your typical 67 red Mustang convertible. This one here has 22,500 actual miles. Anytime anyone tells me that a car like this has low miles like that, I automatically don't believe it. After inspecting this car, I'm a believer. It's really impressive. Right here I have a copy of the title. The gentleman that I bought it from bought this car in 1977. And I got proof of that right here. He's an elderly man who's in assisted living, and he's owned this car all that time. He bought it with 14,000 miles on it. Now has 22,500 right on the nose. It's a survivor car, one-time exterior repaint. It's a 289 V8, power steering, air conditioning. It's got the louvered hood, has a power top, has a deluxe console. It's got a lot going for this car right here. You can find Grandma's Delmont 88 four-door with low miles. Those type of cars got parked and left. But how do you resist driving a red Mustang convertible? You would think someone would be knocking on the door, making an offer to buy it. Someone would be using it. You don't find a Mustang convertible with this low of miles. I'm in the business. I never see it. If you go to volocars.com, that's where you can read up on all the specs. That's where you can study the pictures. And that's where you find the prices on all of the collector cars that we have for sale. If you enjoy watching the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on that bell icon and you'll be notified as the new ones are posted. But right now, tops down, why don't you join me? Let's go for a spin. You'll see the enthusiasm, I think, in me when I'm talking about this car throughout the video. But starting underneath, it's not glamorous, it's not rotisserie restored, but it's really nice original. The floors are pristine. There's still factory red overspray on the floors. It's never been painted over. So the frame rails, the drain plugs, the pinch welds, spotless. Even up here behind the tires, it's factory pinch welds. The rubber drain plug covers are still on each side. It's never been messed with. It has a single exhaust with the transverse muffler. I don't know if that's the original or if it's been replaced. It's not new. It looks older. Front end components, I mean, it looks original. They look fine, but they're not new parts. I did notice looks like a new fuel pump on the bottom of the motor. The automatic transmission has its original tag on it. There are factory like paint markings from the assembly line. They're on the drive shaft. There's still a yellow crayon marking, I think, on the bottom of the block. And there was a few other markings underneath the car as well. It is drum brakes all the way around. Your gas tank's the original, so just a really well-preserved original underside. I said it was repainted one time. It was forever ago, and it is cracking in some places. It's cracking right here. It's mostly on the front fenders. There's some, I said it has the louvered hood. This is the Sprint option. The hood fits perfectly square. The body is amazing. It's hairline cracks in the paint here. And honestly, it's sunny out right now. I was just outside in the sunlight. The car is beautiful. You don't have to paint this. This car is rare and special enough. If you wanted to strip it and paint it, you'd probably have one of the nicest Mustangs in existence. But it's beautiful the way it is. But more importantly, the body is outstanding. This lines up perfectly square and flush. The doors line up just spot on. No signs of rust or damage. There is a scratch right here. Someone scratched it right here too and put a little chip. So the paint itself out in the sun is beautiful, but there are some flaws in the paint. Body, again, though, is pristine, and that's the big concern. The bumpers both have little marks and light scratches on them, but the trim, the tail lights, the gas caps, all really nice. The wire wheel hubcaps, they can clean up a little better. I just go in here with my finger and it becomes shiny, so someone needs to spend the time cleaning those up. The white convertible top, it's a power top. It's in really nice shape. I didn't study it before they put it down. I don't know if it's original or not, but something that's very cool. This is where the old car nerd in me comes out. The boot is dated 667. This is the original boot for this car, and it's in really nice shape. The windshield is really nice and clear, and it's the original, crystal clear. That's signs of a low-mile car. The engine compartment is very clean. The bottom of this hood is the original red paint. The engine's original. It has the tag on the motor. I always look for the tag. Actually, I gave up looking for the tag. They're never there on the motor. This has the tag with the codes on it. The metal is perfectly clean. Little quirky things that a Mustang expert would probably really appreciate. There's paper tags on the firewall, literally paper stickers. They're from the assembly line. Like there's a piece of tape here that goes under the fender. I'm sure that's original. I don't know what it's for. Mustang expert might know that. The jambs are still original. They've never been repainted, and I believe it's the original weather strips on the car too, I believe. Wait till you get in the trunk. You're going to really see me nerd out. This interior, it's hard to believe, but I really think it's completely original. That's what I was told. The only thing doubting myself is it's so nice. I mean, it's really nice. But the seat belts are all dated 1967. They're like new. And like I said, the boot's dated 67. It looks brand new. So all the carpet, the upholstery, the dash pad's not warped. It has the deluxe center console. The brushed aluminum is mint. You open the little garage door, the light lights up. The whole steering wheel, the column, the metal is not scratched up. The horn button, the steering wheel even just feels like new. Getting back in here, air conditioned, power steering. The VIN number is visible. The metal is so clean and straight and square. Someone put a little bit of blue touch-up paint right up here in the front of the motor, but I mean 99% of this hasn't been touched at all. They did replace the battery, which is bolted down properly. Getting back to the interior, look at the door panels. They're just mint. The interior lights work. The bezels, the vents, the lenses, the visors, the mirror, the rear armrest, all of it's just in excellent condition. Now the trunk. This is a time capsule. All this red paint is the original trunk jacking instructions. This spare tire is the original and it hasn't been used. It still has the crayon marking on the treads and still has the nubs on the treads. I Googled that tire. It's a power something Goodyear tire, and I Googled the size. That's what came out on Mustangs. You lift up the trunk mat, the metal is pristine and the red paint is this shiny still. The original trunk mat's so much better than the reproduction. It even has like an insulation pad underneath it. There's still like a thick paper on top of the gas tank that you never see. It's still there. The original jack is there. That trunk compartment's a time capsule, and to a Mustang guy or a car lover, you know, that stuff's really cool. You just never see it. There's actually a glob of, they used to put, at Ford, they used to put the glue on with a brush for the weather strips. And there's a glob on the trunk floor, so whoever put the glue on for the trunk weather strip dripped the big glob on the trunk, and there it stayed and is still there. So anyway, tires have been replaced. The light works at the back of the console. Even the tail light housings and the wiring looks new. The latch assembly, all that's really nice. And all the metal seams and pinch welds are pristine. You start it up, and it feels so smooth. I knew it would. Before I pulled it in here, I just ran around the block, and it's just smooth. It just feels so nice. That's what you get with an original car. The fasten seatbelt light under the dash works. Radio works. Just smooth as can be. The steering feels smooth. It rides smooth. And they have the colors and the options. Again, you get an ugly duckling car, yeah, it can sit in the garage forever because no one wants it, but who's going to let a red Mustang convertible sit in the garage and not get used? This is a lot more rare than I think people really are going to realize. So there you have it. That's my impression of this car. I really believe everything I told you. I am not a Mustang concourse judge, so if you want to have it inspected, there's actually Mustang restorations not far from here. They can inspect it on your behalf. Anyway, you can also go to volocars.com. Plenty of ways to contact our salesmen. They will assist you with whatever questions you may have. They can help get it financed. They can get this delivered anywhere in the country. Go to volocars.com. If you just enjoy watching the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the bell icon, and you'll be the first to see the next video posted. It reminds me of one more thing. When you unsnap the boot and you're looking down in here, the top irons are mint. The red metal down here is mint. Just nice. All right, thanks for watching.